Wow.
Hustling damn nigga.
Oh, we already got one person on the live chat
That was me.
on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah, I ain't you. Whoever that is, what's happening?
Right.
Somebody fucking with YouTube now.
People be fucking with YouTube. It's just our live ain't don't go as hard as the Facebook live, but people like the YouTube. You ready?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All power to the people. It's the Bro Listen Podcast, the Black podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Cedric Owens, Brittany Brown, and Anthony Rogers. Bruh, listen. Bruh Nation, what's good? Back at it again on it's the second day of Black History Month.
Hey.
It's the third, ain't it?
Ain't the third. It's the second.
February 2nd.
February 2nd. Toast.
Black History 365.
Nigga.
That's how we do it.
All right, Tom Joyner.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Black History
I'm
365.
just saying, I'm black every day, all day. That's all.
Yeah, man.
Some days I'm mulatto. You mulatto? Well, no, what they call that shit?
Mulatto.
Mulatto.
Some days I'm a mulatto. Or some days you a little.
Some
talking about?
Some days I don't want to be blunt with y'all niggas.
You can't compare me to you niggas.
Good.
And a little sister be saying that. I know one of you black people breathed on this. Like, you black.
Fuck.
Bruh, it's crazy. What's up, Bruh Nation? Back at it again. Episode number 44 in honor of one of the greatest black people of all time, Barack Obama.
I ain't saying
Oh, okay, I paused to wait to see if Tank was going to say Obama not one of the greatest black men of all time. He was president of 44.
James Baldwin.
James Baldwin is definitely.
Because he was gay and black and prominent. And next we got Barack Obama, gay, black, and prominent.
Whoa.
We got D in the gantry, we got intern Stephanie, and we got Kendra. And D already said, wait a minute, because Tank out of control.
Out of control already.
Why you saying James Baldwin gay, man?
Well, everybody know James Baldwin was gay.
Do you think James Baldwin was gay? Did James Baldwin ever say explicitly that he is a homosexual man?
Man,
And then Luther, but we knew the truth.
Wait,
Yeah.
some things ain't gotta be said.
Hey,
Don't do that.
Just saying.
what about Luther?
I don't know how much shit I got pregnant, but Barack wasn't tearing that
Boy,
up.
you sound like a damn right wing crazy nut job, motherfucker.
Hey, it is what it is, whatever. You wasn't hitting that. I can't see Barack hitting that from the back.
Boy, you crazy.
If he did hit, it was straight missionary and
Whoa.
shit. About and it was over.
Boy, you clowning Obama on here.
Clown.
I'm gonna have to put a stop to this.
Still
Okay?
Obama wasn't smashing the hole like that.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
because Michelle wasn't a hoe. That's why he wasn't. You're right. He wasn't smashing over.
I'm sick of this, Tank.
What,
Now,
man?
you give Obama some credit when he
I always
deserves
give
credit.
Obama credit for what?
For being a
Being
great
black?
father,
That's what niggas
a great
give credit
husband.
for. Yes, he is a great.
A great
Father and a great husband. Okay now, god damn it now, you gone too far.
Too far.
What's up everybody out there on the YouTube and the Facebook watching us live, we appreciate it. I don't know if it's gonna be jumping like last week. Intern Stephanie ain't on here with her on fleek weave and no eyebrows. So she got Princess Layla hairdo going on right now. We need you, Obi-Wan Kenobi. So that's what's up. Tank, how you feel, bro?
I'm right looking at the ad on the TV.
That's what's up. Brittany, how you feel, man? Second
Second
show.
show. I'm feeling good. I had so much fun last show, so I had to come back and try to do it again. See,
Look at y'all. I know y'all was thinking like, damn, Tank and Jack ain't gonna be able to keep nobody on there. Matt quit. Real quick.
Give it another 3 weeks.
I don't know, y'all. I can't be y'all.
Brittany get about 2 more episodes. She gonna be like, I gotta get out of here.
Nah, not even.
For everybody who wanna know how Matt doing, I seen him this week. He's doing fine. He's still a real nigga.
Yeah.
He did not answer Tank questions.
We still don't know. Alright. And when you come back, we'll find out.
So yeah, but yeah, Brittany ain't quit yet, so that's good.
I don't plan to. I'm not quitting though.
Shout out to Stephanie Teacher. Please give her credits for interning. Just in case you're listening and you want to know if that's legit, it's a legit thing. Give my dog her credits. Free my dog bachelor's degree. Anywho, that being said, man, we're gonna jump into it this week, man. I want to talk about a few things. I know it's funny, Brittany, text Tank with some topics,
Yes.
and one of the topics that he said you wanted to talk about was something that I wanted to talk about, which was the presidential candidates that are out.
Absolutely.
We'll get to that in just a few. I also want to mention that if you're looking at the live stream right now, you see a Bill Cosby comedy album on the table or whatever. It ain't because we bigging up Bill Cosby. I just found that in my dog's house today, and I felt like it would be appropriate to put it on him.
The irony of it all.
Yeah, just to make you niggas mad. It's Bill Cosby to my brother, to Russell, my brother, whom I slept with. It's actually an okay
The
album.
face he making is just like after he done gave a bitch that pill.
Yep, that's the Bill Cosby face.
Like,
Bill
yeah,
Cosby. Whoa.
I'm going to take the pills and I'm going to get you tonight. Yeah, that nigga that is garbage. I found it in my homeboy house. I was helping him move. He's a white guy. His wife was handing it to him and said, "I want this out my house
Oh.
because I don't want this in my house anymore."
I was like, he is white, so she probably had nightmares about it.
Yeah, man. I said, "I'll take it."
It's equivalent to when everybody's talking about the whole new R. Kelly thing, same difference.
Yeah, I guess, whatever. But that ain't what I want to talk about. I want to talk about somebody else in entertainment that got their ass whooped. And it's not Chris Brown. I want to talk about Jesse Smollett. How you say his last name?
Smollett.
Smollett.
Jesse Smelly. That's what I'm gonna call this nigga.
Jesse. Y'all might know him from Empire. He plays, what's his name? Jamal? On Empire? Who he play on Empire Beach?
One of them light skinned
Do
niggas.
anybody, hold on, wait. Let me show you something about Empire. Do anybody in this room watch Empire?
Nope.
Steph, you watch
In
Empire?
the beginning, but
And the first
I
episode
stopped
was
watching.
Ah.
I stopped watching every fifth season. So
I can't watch
what's
it.
going on.
They got rid of the nigga from New York Undercover. Why would I watch this
I
anymore?
stopped watching after the white bitch.
Do you watch it?
Bib.
I
Ever?
put on a bill.
She put on a bib. That's when I stopped watching it. She put on
Kendra,
a bib
you don't
on the
watch
down.
it?
Niggas was expecting that after the fact.
That's why you stopped watching. That's the reason to keep watching.
Yeah.
I do remember she put that
It's
shit
Jamal, she put
on.
on
He do
bib.
play Jamal, y'all. Thanks, intern Stephanie, better than Bud. Shout
Okay,
out
so
to
the
her.
nigga got his ass whooped. He said
He
got
got his
some
ass
MAGA people yelling MAGA country.
Yeah,
And there goes
this is what you deserve, faggot, stuff like that. So
I highly doubt.
a lot of the internet is, I was just about to say, a lot of the internet is hitting you with the whole, they think it's fake. They think he made up. D in the gantry just said that shit is fake. If you
Can I
couldn't
give my
hear me.
reason why?
I'm gonna get to you.
All right,
Now,
let's
he
go.
did come out today, finally, because he hadn't spoken, said nothing about it.
Nah.
He did come out today and say that the rumors that he's not cooperating with the police is false. He is 100% cooperating with the police is what he said. And he said he absolutely is telling the truth that it was a whole bunch of Make America Great people and it was a hate crime.
Right.
So how you feel about it, cuz?
2 o'clock in the morning, you walking in the freezing cold. But this is around the time when it was probably.
It was
That's
like
what I'm
negative
talking about.
47 in that bitch.
Let's talk about
It's
it.
2 o'clock in
Talk
the
about it.
morning, and then you walk into a goddamn Subway to get a
Subway,
sandwich.
all places, and you a big
At 2 o'clock in
television
the morning in the
star,
fucking freezing cold.
making millions of dollars, and
He was
the
trying to get a
place you
sandwich
go
all
get
right,
is
but-
a sandwich from Subway.
And another thing is the MAGA Make America Country Kids and Crackers that's gonna be bold enough to do that actually gonna recognize him. They know shit about
There's that
Empire.
nigga from
That
Empire.
was the gay boy from Empire. Are they really gonna know that? Because I bet you know that.
So my take on it is, I read an article about it when it first came out. So apparently, prior to him having that attack, supposedly, allegedly, there were letters that he received to the network, and it was encrypted. So it was like the magazine printouts, "We're gonna kill you, you need to die," all that other stuff. And then soon, right after that, you get into this situation. You get your ass.
Well, they offered
like,
him
the next
security
day.
and he turned it down.
That's so ironic that happened all of a sudden. And it's dark at night. Dark at night, you go on the subway. You hit the subway. I'm sorry, now if I'm making the money that he's making, I'm not going in the fridge.
Hey, look, that's not- I would
Subway
say
go
this.
get my
It's
food.
It's
Somebody go
Grubhub.
get
It's
it.
Uber Eats.
Somebody
looked
can
it
go
up.
get it for me.
The wind chill that night was a negative 27.
But I want
Okay,
a subway that
that was
bad.
the wind chill.
I want a subway that bad.
Subway ain't even the best sub fast
all.
food place,
At
nigga.
all.
I can see if it was five.
It was open.
Bitch, I'm walking that cold for 5 hours. I gotta get that looking loud.
No, Grubhub
Okay?
finna go get the
But
gold for you.
This
You
nigga
can
going to
afford
get a
it.
$5 foot
You
long?
can afford it.
Wait a minute now. That's real suspect. And and it's like what Brittany said. You rich, get Grubhub, nigga. I'm not going out.
No,
on
you have assistants. I know you have an assistant. You got a manager. You got somebody who
Maybe
really
he one of
got your
but
food
wait
for
though,
you.
maybe he's
But
one of them
you
niggas
gonna-
that don't walk like that. Maybe
but
he's
you-
one of them niggas that don't have no assistants, none of that. He just a
Find it
regular
hard
standard
to
issue dude.
believe You was on the phone with your booking agent, manager, somebody who actually heard the attack. On top of that, like it's that. Just tell them about that story. Just
Y'all ever
don't make
been in the
sense to add
streets
up.
of a city at 2:00 in the morning? Unless it's
Chicago now.
How about to say, unless it's New York
He was
or
there.
New Orleans on Mardi Gras,
Yeah.
2:00 in the morning, streets is dead. Period, point blank. What subway stay open at 2:00 in the morning? Number one, that's a national treasure within itself.
Clearly.
24-hour subway,
In
Chicago
Chicago.
got it good.
In Chicago.
But I think maybe he was going to catch the subway.
I heard some gay niggas say that there's some thing that the gay niggas do that's called cruising.
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever. And the cruising, what they do, I don't know all the specifics, but they go out and live with dick or something. Or something
That's
like
his prerogative, though.
like random shit or whatever.
Now, see, here go my thing.
But he a big star.
This, I'm about to say,
This all speculation, but you can't get caught up.
How
in
did they act? But see, here's the thing: how did they actually know where to come and get him to mug whatever the hell?
because they cruise and bring
No, he
weed
was
in
posting.
their lifestyle.
Number one, you posting your
How the hell am I
whereabouts.
supposed to know?
You posting your whereabouts at 2:00 in the morning.
If you out there,
hey, I'm
you
at the
listening.
subway, so you waiting on somebody to pull up on you. Hey, I'm at the subway, so I'm posting my whereabouts right quick on Instagram. Somebody finna pull up on you. That was another thing I also read in the article as well.
If you out there, you listening right now on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, go ahead and comment if you're a cruiser. And you got there cruising.
We
for
need
that
some
shit.
info.
We need some info.
Need
Oh,
nobody.
you cruising, Joe? Joe, you be out there cruising, Joe? Yeah.
Yo, your little gay ass. You been out, was it you? Out there looking for Jesse Smelly?
Joe wasn't out there for no
Jesse
Jesse
Smelly.
Smelly. Jesse Smelly to beat Joe ass. Joe, you a bottom and you know it. Listen up, man. I'm just saying, okay, here's my thing though. I actually do think the shit happened to him or whatever. I just think that people are, yeah, he got robbed. I think it happened to him. I think people are trying to say that, oh, it ain't happened, or they're trying to make it seem like it don't matter that it happened because he was out cruising or tricking or whatever. That's his prerogative. You a grown man. If you want to go partake in prostitution, that's your choice. If you want to go out and look for dicks and stuff, that's your choice. All that is legal in my mind or whatever. Like, that's nothing for me to judge him on. But what I am going to judge on is the fact that these dudes who robbed him or whatever decided to stomp his ass out and be like faggot or whatever. Now, if that's true, that's a problem.
It's
That's a problem.
I don't even know if that was. I mean. Well,
Are you gonna put this shit
that-
past? My question is, are we gonna put this shit past Trump people? Is everybody
No,
gonna
fuck
sit here
no.
and think that Trump people not gonna stomp a nigga chest out and be like,
Any
faggot?
people can. They ain't got that. They
You're
don't
right.
make it specific about Trump. And that's.
But I'm
they
thinking
exactly
about Trump people because he said it was MAGA people.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, apparently.
Them motherfuckers, remember they punched the dude and the chick in the face in the rally in North Carolina before Trump was president, and the dudes wasn't doing that but standing there with Black Lives Matter shirts on.
Absolutely.
They punched him in the face.
I
I don't put that
And
past some
and
redneck crazy
consented to that.
motherfucker.
Like, he approved that. In fact, he wanted that. He approved
Right.
the violence, and then he did what he normally do in Trump fashion. He backtracked and said, "No, I never approved it. I never said that I was going to pay for any of this stuff." But yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
And see, that's what the thing is. All this hate crime shit or whatever, I don't put that past some MAGA motherfuckers. They love that hate crime shit.
I don't think none of them MAGA niggas know him.
You don't think so?
Highly doubt it.
I bet they watch Empire, because I don't watch it. Somebody got to be watching it. It's one of the highest rated shows on TV.
Even if they
watch
don't see him, they ain't gonna recognize him.
I think honestly that these people was trolling him.
He pretty damn
I
famous.
feel like honestly these
Maybe.
people was trolling him. He was posting his whereabouts like most celebrities do, so they can get whatever money they get off of doing that stuff. And that's what they pulled up on the man. Like honestly, they had it out for him, and he wasn't a random pick. He was somebody they were targeting.
Man, random, yeah.
He was targeted.
You know what I thought about with this or whatever, right? So I don't know if y'all remember Michael Bennett. I want to say it was last year during the Super Bowl or something like that.
Yeah.
Where Michael Bennett, the football player, he was like the Las Vegas police basically beat the shit out of him and, you know, treated him like shit. And then everybody was like, oh, okay, well, that's fucked up. And then they said, let's look into it. They kept like denying what he was saying. And then the videotape came out from the police department and they showed Michael Bennett running. And they was like, oh, well, he was running. He wasn't listening to the orders. But then when the whole videotape came out, it showed that everybody was running because somebody was shooting in the club.
Right.
So everybody was running out. So Michael Bennett got proved wrong. And then the whole narrative behind Michael Bennett a liar, he making up, went away. I think this might be one of those same situations because the police are already trying to drop stuff and drop the tape showing that there's only 2 people was in that area based on the video cameras. I guess there's video cameras everywhere in Chicago. But it was only 2 people in that area that time of night. And he's saying that these people jumped them, but they can't find the people or whatever. Man, them people, they beat his ass. They beat his ass for
pictures
real.
though, they had on dark clothing. You couldn't make out a face.
Yeah, they beat
You
his
couldn't
ass.
make out a statue.
Did Justice Smollett is these two niggas because they.
I mean, they wouldn't tell us yet. They still investigating.
My thing with the Justice Smollett thing is, okay, everybody get out and throwing all the outrage, all the celebrities coming out saying, "Oh, we stand with Justice," and all of this shit here. A couple days before. Was this before or after this? It was around the time of Justice Smollett thing. Cracker police, one of them PA police officers, stopped the black lady. She couldn't get a car back for something. I don't know. Maybe she was driving on suspended license. But this in the fucking freezer cold, and it made the old lady walk home in the fucking freezer cold and videotape that was with the other officers laughing and shit. That's my thing.
Take it back.
Everybody get all up in my arms about this Justice Smollett shit, but then don't nobody pay attention to all the other shit that's going on. Why it's selective outrage shit
Because it's always gonna be selective outrage because okay, a bill hit the Senate floor this week, right? The bill was we want to make voting like voting day a national holiday. Mitch McConnell got his turtleneck ass up there after they done shut the government down for 37 days or whatever it was, and haven't paid federal workers in 37 days, and stood up there and said, federal workers just want another day to be lazy. Do we really want to give them this time off?
Wow.
He said that shit on the Senate floor. Don't nobody give a fuck. That's, like you say, selective outrage.
Absolutely.
He shouldn't even get reelected.
That's why we talk about this politicians.
But see, that's my thing. That's my point. The reason why Jesse Smollett thing is popular and big is because he's popular and big, or whatever. The reason why that lady who had to walk in the cold or whatever, the cops laughing at him. The reason why them cops gonna keep their badge and it's not gonna be a big deal is because people trained up not to care about stuff like that. Tamir Rice got shot in 8 seconds. I know how to say that on this show 150 times. Tamir Rice got shot in 8 seconds.
After that happened, I didn't even want to hear no more shit. Right? Ain't nobody woke up and do nothing about it. I was like, fuck it.
What if Jesse Smollett would have got killed?
Oh, it would have been an uprising because he's famous.
Yeah.
And all that shit. That's what happened. Gotta have a famous nigga be there.
I was just about to say that.
Somebody gotta be Jesus.
I'm not saying I want Jesse to die, but
to that point though, especially with the irony of him being in Chicago, say he's supposed to say that's supposed to happen, right? Then all of a sudden they're gonna find a way to reform everything to make Chicago one of the safest places on this earth.
And
they're gonna send
niggas.
right, they're gonna send everybody out there to do this reform and make it a good thing of whatever the case may be. However, he didn't get shot. He didn't get killed. And guess what? It's how many killings are happening in Chicago still to this day? That's caused by the government. I'm going to put that out there.
It's caused by the government.
Absolutely.
I don't know why you said that.
Absolutely.
You lost me.
The reason why I say that is if you look at how they report, it's one of the most violent places to go to live in, and all this other stuff. Where do you think they're getting these guns to supposedly shoot each other?
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
It's being funded. It's being funded by the government. It's being funded by white people.
Chicago ain't never gonna be safe.
No.
Period. Because
they're putting the guns in
Chicago's
their
safe.
hands.
It depends on what. This is how they
North side.
It's a barrier.
By the stadium.
Yeah, it's plenty of places in Chicago where that's safe.
But see, that's my thing though. Chicago, the hoods in Chicago became unstable based on the fact of not just them pushing guns and drugs in the community, but they decided we want to gentrify this area.
Absolutely.
We got to tear down the projects.
Absolutely.
And then when you do stuff like
Move
that,
all the niggas
where
one
they gotta
side.
go. So then you move all the niggas one side. So now Project Building A was beefing with Project Building B, but they was always separated. Now they live in the same project building.
Yep.
So you gonna shoot each other every day.
Yeah, I put that on the niggas. I'm sick of y'all niggas, man.
What you mean? Stop killing each other?
I'm sick of these niggas, man.
Good luck.
You're right.
Crackers do whatever, and y'all niggas just fall right into the fucking booby trap.
Now,
That's what when we condition like that.
Tired of falling into the booby trap. 2019, goddamn it. It ain't 1940 no more.
You gotta think about it. So like you touched on the fact that all niggas are killing niggas, but this whole like I'm tired of hearing this whole like black on black crime.
I ain't
and
talking
stuff.
about that.
The reason why I say that is because what people don't realize is that most of the time when somebody gets killed, 9 out of 10 they know the person who killed them, and 9 out of 10 that person is the same race they are.
Yeah, you kill
Yeah,
whoever
I
you
ain't talking
want.
about the black on black.
We know about that.
Issue. What I'm talking about is Project A,
Yeah.
beefing with Project B or whatever about
Right.
some shit that they don't own.
By the way, I'm with it. Fuck it. Stop the black on black crime. I'm sick of y'all. I'm with Tate.
I'm sick of dumbass black
Yeah.
on black crime.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
that
talking
shit
about. I'm talking about the dumbass game. Koreans and Asians and Alibaba owning all the corner stores,
Right.
all the businesses. Y'all niggas don't own none of that, but y'all want to die for the fucking block. But
The block that y'all
shit.
don't own. You don't own the block. But
You can take over them stores and make something and put something in the community that we can utilize.
Yeah.
We don't need another damn liquor store. They put that shit
I
on
like
purpose.
so I'm one of them niggas. But I love niggas though. But they ain't even gotta own the store. Do it like that. Like niggas always wanna emulate the fucking mafia, wanna act like they mafioso and shit. The mafia tax the motherfuckers who in their neighborhood or whatever, and be like, if you don't pay, the shit getting burnt down.
But that's what I was
Can
telling
your Crips and
somebody.
Bloods do
We
that?
don't know because we don't have real gangsters.
The fuck
Real
y'all doing
gangsters
that
is
shit?
Al Pacino and Tony Soprano. We ain't got no Tony Soprano.
Shit ain't hard, bro.
That's
I seen a video where a nigga was shooting Lil Baby, one of these little new rap niggas or whatever. Nigga was shooting the video in the hood, and some little hood niggas came up talking about, "Hey, bro, you got a permit for this or whatever?" Basically saying, "Nigga, you want to shoot a video in our hood, you gotta pay them." Y'all don't do that to the fucking Alibaba.
They don't do that shit. To
Why
the
you gonna
news
try a
people.
nigga like that?
Yeah. That's the man.
Sick of these niggas.
Hide some help.
That's some help. Interns.
That's another thing too. If y'all really was trapping the neighborhood or had that neighborhood on lock, why is it that Make America Great people can come into a neighborhood and be a black superstar?
I don't think they was that deep in the hood.
But I don't know where Justice Smollett lives. My point is,
He wasn't in the hood.
niggas say they run Chicago.
That's
Am I right or wrong? If you run Chicago,
That's
how come this
outside.
MAGA hat niggas?
That's
And this and just to point
Niggas
out,
don't run nowhere.
they don't, because this is the second time. Remember when Trump had his rally in Chicago and they was like, "We don't want you to have a rally, Mr. Trump, because it's too dangerous or whatever." And all these niggas was talking shit about like, if he come here to have a rally, we gonna fuck up the rally and da da da. And they came and to Make America Great, people walked straight down that street marching. They did whatever the fuck they wanted.
Oh yeah, because they felt like they had the right of way. They had the right of passage. They didn't have to pay their dues. It was like, okay, we're gonna come slap y'all in the face. So let me walk down this goddamn street right quick.
Okay, so you got 15 Crips, right?
Mhm.
You got 15 Crips, and you got 15 Make America Great rednecks with shotguns. Who winning that battle?
They were shotguns.
Yeah, the Make America Great again, motherfuckers gonna win that battle every time. Leroy, if you step across that line, I'm
Well,
going
I
to
said one thing about it, Dave. When you talk about them type of people, them type of Make America,
They gonna shoot you,
they're
and
not
they
scared
legally
of
gonna
us,
shoot
bud.
you.
And
If
they're
you
not
gonna-
scared because they know they got the law on their side.
That's another problem. Niggas.
They know they got it on the side.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about for niggas, fucking crackers. But for niggas, they don't want to do shit the legal way. You could get a fucking legal pistol.
But they don't want to do
If
it.
the pistol is legal, then when you get caught with the bitch, then you won't have the fucking gun charge, so you can't get the
Niggas don't want to register to vote. Niggas don't want to go vote. Niggas don't want to register their pistol. Niggas don't want to organize in a union. Niggas, I don't understand. But it's on. It happens.
Hey man, I see where this podcast is going.
Going.
All right,
We get
starting on the coon shit.
We get it.
Boy.
Anytime niggas start criticizing niggas, they call you coon.
But yeah, but you gotta be able to criticize niggas though, cause niggas ain't shit.
Yeah.
So if I can't criticize my own people, then
Niggas
who
love
can I
criticizing the
criticize?
crackers, but I can't do shit about the crackers.
That's right. I only
I
do talking
can
about us, right? I do both.
It's gonna take a lot of education and reorganization in order to actually come together and do that.
How the hell we gonna educate
feel-
and reorganize niggas, Brittany?
No, I said it's gonna take a lot.
I know, and I want to know how. How the fuck we gonna do
It gotta
that?
start with one person, somebody.
Oh,
You look at the end of the day, like if things could thrive and flourish before like people tear this shit down, like Black Wall Street, we can continue to have stuff
They
like
gotta
that.
be segregated.
Niggas
Right, we are- and I
love Black
believe
Wall
in
Street.
segregation.
They gotta be apartheid.
But I
Yeah,
do
Fuck
believe
the
in
garbage
that. I do
shit.
believe in that because if you think about it, integration was probably one of the worst things that could happen to us, especially in the education system. It's probably one of the worst things that could have happened to us as people. Point blank and period.
Maybe if they would have did it the right way, I don't think it's the worst thing that could have happened to us. It's just that we got complacent too fast. Because we got integrated.
Can't nobody teach me to be me but somebody who looks like me.
But no, here's the thing. We got integrated into the system, and instead of demanding equality, we were just like, oh, we here now, it's cool. And we got complacent.
You don't think
and
we
we
were
got lost in
demanding?
the
You don't think we
wayside.
was any type of way trying to demand equality?
No,
This was
You think we
it
just
got
like,
lost.
oh yay, we got integration, boom, we're done.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
that's
you
what
know,
happened
there's
for
no more
sure.
fight. You Fuck
That's what happened for sure. It might be it's three niggas at this table that if we was alive during Dr. King times, we would have kept marching, even after immigration to get every right or whatever. It's 17 niggas out in these streets that would be like, nigga, we straight now, right?
Yeah, you're right. The benefits for segregation outweigh. It didn't then or whatever, but just keep it there and going into modern society. The benefits for segregation outweigh integration. A lot, you know what? Like I heard Killer Mike talking about the talking about the black the Negro League in
He
baseball.
kind of contradicted himself in a way. In some ways.
Now he's talking about the school shit.
By the way.
Yeah, fuck the school shit. Whatever he did.
I like Killer Mike.
I like Killer Mike, but some of the shit that he's saying in that actual interview itself, he contradicted himself for some of that.
Private school better.
To be no, not just that, just he had some contradictory moments in that damn interview.
Right,
he did.
You ever heard Killer Mike talk?
I have.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you about the point that he did have or whatever about the Negro League and baseball or whatever. How this wasn't on the breakfast. How he talking about how the Negro League and baseball, we had all the stars and we'll go through all the chitlin circuits and it was segregated at that time. So all the black dollars and all the businesses stayed in the black community because they had to go to black owned businesses. They had and it was Negro League. Then once it got integrated into Major League Baseball, you lose all your Satchel Paige, you lose all your Jackie Robinson, you lose the whole Negro League that's going to the
on niggas. That's on niggas.
But we don't have it no more because
but you got integration.
You know, you can go as something as simple as plain as look at football, look at college football, look at our black colleges, our HBCUs. You got all your top football stars, and most of them go to non-HBCUs. Why? Because of integration.
Yeah,
because of integration.
That's right.
And so you would think,
again, you can fix that.
What?
You can fix that.
That's
on niggas.
I would fix it. No, I would fix it.
I'm gonna tell you, desegregation was I think it was awesome.
Why?
Okay, because it gave us our rights, which we didn't have.
Shit, would have been
Here's the thing. No, we wouldn't. Here's the thing. It's on us. The reason why we not prospering from the shit. Yeah. Because Chinese, the Civil Rights Act and desegregation in the Civil Rights Act gave Chinese, Latinos, Indians, and everybody else the same rights, right? Okay, the difference between us and them is they self-segregate. So if niggas feel like segregation is so much better, niggas need to self-segregate then. You still can do it. You can still have a black dollar that's there.
I feel like when we tried to self-segregate, a lot of things got lost in translation. I feel like when we tried to self-segregate, we got looked at as more of a threat. So okay, since you gonna try to do this, hey, we gonna go ahead and we got targeted. We're gonna tear all your shit down. The reason why is because as a people together, we are actually a big threat to the overall system.
We did systematically get targeted.
So what they did was after they said, okay, well, we're going to give you guys integration, which by the way, I feel like we were fighting for integration when we should have been fighting for just having our own human rights. At the end of the day, as a human being, there's certain things that you or anybody else cannot technically take away from me, but that's what they did because to them, we were not humans. That was the first issue. I feel like we were fighting for our basic human rights, but it was misconstrued and we want to be integrated. No, fuck integration, but I want to be treated like a fucking human being just like you are. At the end of the day, let me go to this black restaurant and sit down and eat my fucking food, and you leave me the fuck alone.
Well, I can tell you the difference. Well, before you go, the difference between the Latinos, the Indian, Chinese, and all of them got land, culture. They got shit. We don't have shit.
Because they were not a threat. Because the reason why is because they were not a threat. They were not a threat to the overall system. That's the reason why they were able to get to that. We were a threat because without us, they wouldn't have shit.
No. We're a threat because we fucked their bitches.
No, without us, you think about a lot of shit that helps this system and society run. Without us, they would not have the shit.
Even without us being a threat or whatever, we've been stripped down culturally of everything. We've been stripped down culturally since we came off the boat.
Absolutely.
So we don't have a culture.
And the reason why they took our culture and used the pieces that they thought would help them out, would make them flourish, and then the rest of the shit they threw away and said, oh, by the way, you can't have it.
But if niggas wanted, and
because they took our identity by the
That's why I always say it's on niggas. If niggas wanted to build a culture, we can.
But we don't even know what our culture is because they took it away.
can find it. You can
It's
find
too late.
it.
How?
Okay,
It's too late.
We were just talking before the pod, right?
Right.
I'm an atheist. You don't believe in white Jesus, right? Neither one of those,
Fuck
like,
that nigga.
white Jesus has nothing to do with African culture, right?
Absolutely.
But I can tell you right now, I know.
Too powerful.
But see, and that's my point, though.
And that's how
I-
they were able to
But
brainwash.
wait, I
through
think right now, if niggas wanted to find out, they can find out that voodoo is Native African.
It is.
But if you said voodoo to 90% of the niggas
No.
who are listening right now,
Stay
they
away
would be
from
like,
that.
"Oh,
I
mama
can't
shot,
say
mama said, mama kusa." Right there, shut that shit down real quick. So niggas. Here's my thing about niggas in general, and this is why I always get pissed with niggas. Niggas don't want to be niggas. Niggas want to be white. So if y'all want to be white, then you know that that's fine. Then outwardly perceive yourself as white, but you'll never be accepted by them. Period, point blank. But when I was hanging out helping Mark move earlier today, right? They got a friend. She's super like vote Democrat, super progressive and all that, whatever. I can't stand her motherfucking ass. Can't stand her. You know why I can't stand her? Cause we went to trivia one night, right? And when I came in there, being me, y'all know how I am. She ain't like it. Black. She ain't like it. It was too abrasive for her.
Yeah.
Black, I'm black, y'all, and that's black, y'all. It was too abrasive for her. And even though, and this is the worst type of white people that I hate the most, is like, oh, I'm progressive. I love Bernie Sanders and I believe in equal rights and blah, blah, blah. But then when you get a real nigga in your face, you like, whoa, that's a little much, buddy. Too much black at one time. And although, yeah, you might vote progressive and do all this shit, it's too much. So, but that's why I tell niggas, be who you gonna be regardless.
Absolutely.
Because if I would have came in there, oh, hey guys, how you doing? All right, yeah, whatever. I'm pretty sure she would have liked me. But I don't give a fuck if she liked me or not. And that's the difference between niggas or whatever and niggas. Okay? That's the difference. Because
between niggas and what?
and niggas. Okay? Because niggas like me, I don't give a fuck who accept me or whatever. I'm gonna be me regardless.
Facts.
Nobody. Brittany, how long you to know me?
15 years.
Yeah, at least 15 years. D, how long you to know me? 10 years? 10 years. Or whatever. Y'all niggas don't count y'all blood. But out of the 15 and 10 years respectively, am I different in front of white people than I am in front of y'all?
Nope.
I'm the same fucking way at all
I hate
times.
niggas that. First of all, I hate niggas that don't say nigga.
That's a whole
Then
conversation.
I hate niggas.
Yeah.
I hate niggas that get embarrassed by something a ratchet nigga do in front of white people.
Yeah,
All
fuck
that
out of
shit.
here. That's black culture. That's why I say you want to build black culture? We have a culture. But niggas don't want to build it because they don't go with the status quo of what's being an American white. I want to assimilate into your bullshit. I'm not white. I'm not of European descent, and I don't believe in your puritanical values.
Black History Month. That's what.
Shout out Black History
That's
Month.
what. I love Martin Luther King, but you know he's a pussy ass nigga. But that's what Martin Luther King was all about.
I think he was
Similar,
hard.
He was all about. Well, I can't call him pussy.
Yeah, he was
What's
hard.
your family? I ain't gonna call him.
Yeah, he was hard.
Even though
But his tactics was not in agreement
his
with
dad
you.
was,
But he ain't no pussy
he
ass
was
nigga.
a man.
Yeah. He was a fucking man.
He was a fucking man.
Yeah.
Because to put your family up and everything at risk for the cause or whatever, you can't be no pussy ass.
Right.
Because these niggas ain't doing that shit today.
So
Right.
you're retracting your statement there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
It's a
check.
podcast.
I check.
Hey, but
Sometimes
sometimes talk a lot of
yeah.
shit on the
I
podcast.
You have to. That's
He was
it.
over there with his hand on his mouth like, oh my god.
No evil is what
Yeah.
he said.
I check.
I shoot off the hill.
I
All
check.
right?
I check.
Dr. King was a real nigga, but he was about assimilation. He was more about assimilation into the white
Assimilation ain't gonna get you nothing but that.
culture. Yeah.
That's my point. Like assimilation is going to get you white. I don't want to be white. I'm proud that I'm black, and you know what? I'm proud that I'm in your face, loud black, because that's who I am. To me, okay, you know the stereotype that niggas together we loud. That's part of black culture. Niggas are loud. That's our
They
thing.
ask me why do I wear my goals at work or whatever.
Because that's part of my
you got
culture.
the goals in and shit. You wear them at work? Like, yeah. She's like, why do you wear them at work?
Why wouldn't I?
Because I want to.
Right. Why wouldn't I? That's part of black culture. That's like here's my thing about the goals. That's like somebody saying you can't have your dreads, or Kendra can't have her braids, or whatever, or D can't have his beard. That's our shit. Don't tell me not to do my shit. Don't nobody ask a white dude why you got your hair parted down the middle. Because that's what Steve do, motherfucker. That's what the fuck he do.
With the comb over.
Right. But see, that's the thing. We're so embarrassed to be black.
And you know what that is, right?
But we're so embarrassed to be black. However, white folks don't mind taking our shit and glorifying it, and then we're looking like, well, damn. Be who
That's
you
not
are.
glorification.
I'm sorry, not glorifying.
That's cultural
Cultural
appropriation.
appropriation. There we
That's
go.
appropriation.
And you be looking like,
Because
well, damn.
you get Kim K with some braids. She can take them braids
All of a
out and
sudden,
be a white bitch.
all of a sudden, cornrows are a big thing. Bitch, are you serious? Like,
Yeah. You know, when I went to school,
White people don't understand cultural appropriation.
Hell.
They think niggas being ridiculous.
ridiculous. Come on. I can't listen to fucking Twister.
When you talk about that, what pisses me off, when I see white folks with dreads.
No, it's little boots. I can't listen to
I can't listen to Lil Boosie.
Right.
Man, I love my niggers.
Right.
All my niggas love
You better bleed
me.
yourself. But what pisses me off is when
Tell me turn.
I see white folks with dreads.
But don't. But
I
this is
know,
the problem.
because at the end of the day, you can't tell me where them shits come from and why you
Well, no,
wear
I
them.
can tell you why.
And B, your hair is not meant for that shit.
I can tell you why. It don't bother. It don't bother.
Bothers
This is
me.
what cultural appropriation.
Cultural appropriation.
Say that shit for me. Look, now that shit, it only aggravates niggas in general when they use it and they act like it's some new shit. Act like,
That
oh,
bothers
we
me.
starting shit.
That
Like, you have
bothers
the
me.
dreads and
Yeah.
you know that.
The only thing
And you
That
know they come
bothers
from
me,
niggas, then
but
it's
that
cool.
bothers me. But the other thing is for the dress situation. If I go to an interview right now and they look at my dress and gonna look at me like, but if white Becky goes to the interview with dreads in her hair, she's gonna get the job.
Let me tell you about white people in jobs real quick. Since
No,
you said that, let me go.
Oh,
Let me go stunt. Let me go
Sorry.
stunt real quick. So I had a new job lined up or whatever, right? My credentials and shit, as far as my education, took a long time to come back because I'm 32 fucking years old and I ain't seen my shit in 15 years.
Mhm.
I don't know where my shit at. So I had to get all my shit in line. Not only did I get it in line and produce it, but I did everything they wanted to do, and they still rescinded their offer to me. You know why they did that? It's because I'm black. And niggas who say it's not, I was talking to Mark about
Now you gotta
this.
explain this to me.
And-
What you talking about? What do you gotta do with you being a nigga, nigga?
Here's why. Because if my name was Chet, if my name was Chet Jones or whatever,
Ain't no white person named Chick.
there's plenty of white people named Chet.
Chet is on.
Chet, you
Chet is
betcha.
on way-
You crazy fuck. Who the fuck named
It's on
Chet?
white
It's a
folks.
bunch of, ain't no nigga named Chet. I can tell you that.
Chick is a
Nah.
dog name. Come
You
here,
crazy.
Nah.
You crazy.
Wait,
Chet,
like, really?
Chet.
Like,
CHET.
Chet.
Y'all don't know crackers for real, do y'all?
Up top.
Oh,
I ain't never met these white
Listen.
people. These mysterious
Listen,
white people you talking
if my name was Chet or whatever, they would have said, you know what, Chet? Don't worry about it. Whenever your shit comes in, just bring it down to the office. I'll see you on Monday, right?
Right.
But because I'm black, my integrity is in question.
I think sometimes, okay, let me look right there. I think sometimes living in this society, so much shit has to do with black. Sometimes we put shit on black that don't have nothing
Bullshit.
to do with black.
Let me tell you.
Like this, what this nigga
That's
talking about.
bullshit. I disagree with that 100%. And you know what?
Sometimes we use
What
that
do
as a
you
crutch.
think-
I don't
so
want
what
to use the blackness as a
See,
crutch.
I think
That's what a lot of
that's
niggas
like
do.
that race card bullshit.
But so, what do you think?
What?
What do you
What?
think the ultimate reason is behind if he did everything he told you? Number one, if I apply for a job, you asked me to produce all my whatever I
Right.
did, all that stuff, and I produced it to you, and you said, that shit don't check out. Well, what the fuck you
They
mean
got
don't
sick of
check
the
out?
shit, or maybe they got tired of
You gotta
going
take
to
a lecture.
look
Okay,
at
I'm
but
giving
what
you what I
shit?
have.
Nothing changed
I'm
about
giving you
who
what I
I
have.
am.
No, they didn't tell you the whole story. Everything didn't come in by the time frame that they asked for.
No, that's not true. Everything didn't come in by the time frame that they asked for initially. I spoke to them and asked them, hey, it's on the way, yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, I'll give you until the 18th of February. I bought my shit in that next day, and it wasn't good enough. But and listen, and they made it an integrity thing. My thing is this, though, and it's not just my personal experience that I'm talking about. I've experienced that shit at Bottoms Up when I worked at Bottoms Up for 10 years. When a mother and D worked there with me, when a motherfucker can do the exact same thing you do and don't have shit said to you, but you do it. But see, this is my thing, okay? So that's what we want to assimilate into. That's who we want to become. Because if niggas be niggas more often, then it's gonna move along and force these crackers to start accepting us faster.
I think
The longer we
help that segregate this shit.
My personal opinion is the whole acceptance thing, about white folks. I don't give a fuck about. What I care about is the fact that the initial narrative from back when we talk about Dr. Luther King should have been the fight for just being treated as a human fucking being. Let me keep my community. Let me keep raising, teaching my community, and they're gonna flourish regardless. But let me be treated as a human being.
When I come
think
to
the narrative
Michigan
got
to get in your
lost
college,
into
don't block me.
integration. Right. I think
I would
that's
still go to
lost.
fam, but when I send a nigga up your way,
Right.
don't block him.
Because at the end of the day, and the reason why we get so much shit, or our culture gets so much shit, is because, again,
But they ain't gonna give you
without
that.
us, they would not have a lot of the things that
But they ain't
have.
gonna give you that. They ain't gonna give you that.
They're
Because-
not.
Let me tell you why they ain't gonna give you that. Because, and we're gonna get to these, we're gonna get this real quick. Black History Month, then we're gonna do the president's thing. Oh, well, we got time. But they ain't gonna give you that. And that's the same reason why we got Black History Month. Because black culture should be celebrated at all times. Period, point
Black
blank.
History Month is for white people.
Exactly. I agree with that.
It's the make
Because
yourself less guilty.
African American culture is so essential to America that it shouldn't even be
American
you
culture is African.
right. You can't microcosm the entire history of African American culture into 28 days.
Do what they should do.
And we have way more than 28 contributions to make this society
Niggas
what it
lying.
is right now.
This nigga's lying. You got Peanuts from that one nigga. You got Dr. King.
And that's about all that's all they want.
You know they ain't gonna give you Malcolm X. Malcolm X better not be spoke
They're
of.
not gonna give you Malcolm X, and they're gonna give you Sarah Breedlove,
Trump
C.J. Watson.
Trump laid a wreath
Davis.
at
What's
on
up?
Dr. King's birthday, or Dr. King Day, because that's not his birthday. That's just the day they celebrate. On Dr. King Day, Trump went down to the memorial down in D.C. and laid a wreath with Pence. Not a single nigga in the party. Not one nigga with him. Not one nigga with him. Not one person with
Because he
him.
did that for a photo op. He tried to make he did it for a photo op. People don't give a fuck. He's a narcissistic.
Why you didn't get Ben Carson? What the fuck Ben Carson?
Ben
doing?
Carson, you what? Mac This is better than Ben Carson.
I just want to know this though.
Why he
You
white
going to
too?
the Dr. King Memorial. You got one nigga in your cabinet. One nigga.
He's not.
Ain't nobody say, somebody get me Ben on the phone, tell him come down, meet me at the Dr. King Memorial.
He's not.
Because at Bottoms Up, when they have the Martin Luther King breakfast, they call every nigga in the hotel. Am I wrong, D?
No, hey, he about to put my nigga though in a position though.
Who?
Shit, my nigga.
That's all we got. That's all we got.
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain.
Yes.
Bitch.
That's funny.
Number one,
I love
Herman
Herman
Cain.
Cain.
Herman Cain, stay on your show, keep
No,
selling
He
gold.
about to put him on the fucking. He about to put this country ass nigga on the fucking Federal Reserve Board.
Unbelievable.
You know what though? Actually,
Hey,
I don't have a problem with that. Herman Cain is a good financial dude now.
hey.
He Godfather piece of junk.
See,
You know what he doing with that. Now you talking about putting a nigga in charge of money. And when
Herman
I
Cain is like my old coon ass uncle. I like him.
yeah. Whenever I listen to Herman Cain radio show, he be selling that gold. Nah, so he be like, you know what you need to get in front of? You need to get in front of this breakdown that's coming up by buying gold. So if he put Herman Cain on there, boy, I swear to God, boy, Trump is a joke. He finding every Republican talk show host he can find and giving him a job. I swear to God, that's what he doing, bro. But you know, speaking of putting niggas on, let's talk about presidential candidates real quick. So you got Cory Booker to put his name in the hat. Kamala Harris done put her name in the hat. You got Julian Castro. He done put his name in the hat. You got Elizabeth Warren put their name in the hat. And Bernie might put his name in the hat again. And then you got this other chick out of New York who took Hillary Clinton's seat in the Senate when she left. That nobody don't know who she was.
Like none of these niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Who you like? Who you like?
See,
Who you like? First of all, let me ask you this.
top
I'm
pick.
gonna ask you and Brittany. What is your number one issue that you're looking for your
My
candidate?
number one issue, shit, I might have to keep the same motherfucker in there now because Trump fucking up, but he did do the goddamn prison reform or whatever. So if don't ain't none of them motherfuckers talking about prison reform and shit like that, then I don't know. I might not
Brittany,
vote.
what's your number
I might
one
not
issue?
vote. I might say fuck it.
What's your number one
I'm
issue?
gonna be honest with you, one of the issues is marijuana shit. I want you to just make that shit
Mm-hmm.
legal everywhere. I mean, and the reason why I say that is because it's so much money. It's so much money in that industry, and it can fund so much just from a state to
And
state.
free a lot of niggas.
They got to do a prison reform too because
State to
a lot
state
of niggas can
perspective.
get locked up.
So if my candidate is talking, is one of the things on their docket is talking about marijuana legalization, I'm down for it. As far as my candidates are concerned, Bernie Sanders, I'm going back.
Always ride with Bernie.
I'm
We
always-
ride with
I'm
Bernie.
alright.
Don't
Don't love Bernie, niggas love
And
Bernie.
then I'm talking
we gotta
about-
go back, Marty.
I can't say that I know a lot about Cory Booker yet, so I have to do my research
Yeah,
right
I
now.
think it's cool.
That's
I
you, B?
done seen Kamala Harris and I've seen Elizabeth Warren both in action, especially from an education standpoint. So those will be my two that I'm actually going to look at the most. And
I don't
I
think
mean,
that Elizabeth Warren could beat Trump.
I'm fucking with her. That's
Elizabeth
fine.
That's
Warren,
cool, but I don't
Elizabeth Warren,
think she
she's
can
a
Give me
beast.
Liz
I like
Warren.
it.
She's a
Give me
beast.
Liz
She's
Warren.
not gonna be Trump.
If Bernie don't jump back in, give me Liz Warren. Even though I think she would be better in the Senate.
If you want 4 more years
But
of
wait,
Trump, yeah,
but wait.
damn it.
First of all, Trump ain't winning again no matter what.
Nah.
I don't believe that.
Nah,
I don't believe
Put
that.
it
even the white
Warren.
folks,
He done
even the
fucked
white
over too many
folks
white
that
people. Yeah.
voted for him,
Yeah,
that thought he was gonna do shit, they were the same, they in the
They
same
were
boat that
When
we
they
in.
laid off all the niggas from GM, that was the end of
We
it.
in the same boat.
Them
we
plants
the
in
same
Ohio.
boat.
The-
D,
The
who you
one
got?
that he
You
said was
said
not gonna
Cory
shut
Booker?
down, by the way.
Stephanie, who you got? D, you got Cory Booker. Kendra, you got a favorite yet? Kendra,
If I had to pick though, if I had to pick, I would pick Corey. I don't know. I like Kamala, but she's a corporate motherfucker, and
I disagree.
and so is Cory Booker.
I disagree.
They both they both business corporate regular Democrat. They both Hillary.
That's not true.
They
Cory
both
Booker,
Hillary.
wait. Cory Booker is not taking any CPAC money.
I kind of like Cory Booker more.
Cory Booker already came out and said he will not take any slush fund CPAC. So Cory Booker is running the
I give it to Cory.
Cory Booker is running the same way Bernie ran 3 years ago, where he took all Bernie money was financed off $20 donations, and that's what Cory doing. So that's an uphill road to climb, though, my nigga. Because if you don't want to take it, here's the thing: how you gonna get your ads out? Because we're not talking about running for city council in Jacksonville where you need $1,500 to put an ad on News for Jack.
You know what?
We talking about you need to put an ad for the whole country.
You know what? None of this shit matters because as was brought out, what's the chick that did the debate last year that came out with the book about the Democrats? Short hell used to be for CNN.
Brazil, Donna Brazil.
Donna Brazil. Oh, right. Everybody still wouldn't vote for Hillary Clinton just because they didn't want Trump. Donna Brazil came out and laid out how the Democratic Party fucked over Bernie or whatever in favor,
Super delegates.
in favor of Hillary or whatever. So whoever the Democratic Party decide is going to be their number one, that's who's going to win the shit.
I agree with you. I agree with what you said, but I disagree that that's going to happen again.
I don't know.
Here's why. It's too transparent now. Because of what they did to Bernie last time, they waiting. Niggas waiting on them to try to do that shit to somebody again. Hell yeah, they is.
You don't know this machine, man. This is a fucking machine. This is a political machine, bro. And yeah, there's gonna be a couple of woke people that whatever doing that, but ain't nobody gonna call that shit out. I don't got no faith.
Wait.
I don't got no faith in
How
none of
did
that
you say?
shit. They knew the shit was happening when it was happening.
But wait.
See, and it was in bed with the
But
Democratic
wait,
Party.
how you gonna say that nobody gonna call it out when you know about it? The only reason
after the fact.
okay, but the only reason you know about it is because somebody called it out.
After the fact.
So now people are brazen and aware of it.
Yes, no, they got called out by the media after the fact. Now, what's gonna happen is it's gonna be the same shit, but you ain't gonna see this shit on CNN.
But you gonna have independent free thinkers looking into it now, bro.
That shit can get drowned out by the fucking major media markets.
Plus,
That shit get drowned out.
here's the thing.
It's gonna be
Last time Bernie got momentum on their ass and they wasn't ready for that.
No.
none of them shit is covering.
But wait though, I just want to say this too. Hillary, because I understand that Bernie did get fucked over on some delegates. Yes, he did.
Oh,
I do agree with you.
Yes.
I do agree with you. But if you look at the overall number of votes, we're not talking about delegates. If it was a straight up whoever get the most votes get the nomination, Hillary killed
But
it.
but
So that
it's still on the it's still the same system.
But here's my thing though.
Same
Right,
system.
delegation, but this America.
I don't know.
Everything's on the republic system.
It's
It's
the same
just like the
system.
electoral college.
Exactly.
But listen,
But
though.
we're still in control.
But listen.
It's gonna be Kamala if they won't Kamala.
But-
I think they're going after
But
Kamala.
listen though, I don't think Kamala gonna get it. But listen though, here's the thing: Bernie had 10 million less votes than Hillary Clinton. That means 10 million more people wanted Hillary than Bernie. Yes, he got fucked over on some delegates, but even if you added the delegates up, he wouldn't have won the nomination.
No. That's not true because you got to go back and look at.
How you gonna win the
Let me
nomination?
tell you how or whatever. Because once you start winning and then you get the motivation and then you get the coverage or whatever, he really won a lot of shit. But then because the way that they did the shit, they put it as Hillary winning. So then that stops the motivation for that, and then all of that shit affect
When
votes.
they was on the floor,
All that shit affect
they do.
votes.
And I know everybody, we getting lost in the weeds of civics
Yeah.
here
Yeah,
and
'cause
social
I'm listening,
studies.
I'm
But I do
getting
know how
through
this
it.
shit works.
I'm
It's
trying
really
to-
important.
When they was on the
It's very
floor,
important.
that shit ain't written in stone. And all the moral high ground motherfuckers that was stumping for Bernie when they was on the floor at the DNC convention, they could have said the state of Illinois cast their vote for Bernie Sanders. They could have did it. They didn't do it.
Who said that?
I'm saying the delegates, they could have did the right thing.
The delegates was behind fucking Hillary.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't do it.
So they didn't,
here's
but
the
they were
thing.
behind Hillary, even though it was for Bernie. The state was for Bernie, but they said it was for Hillary.
Okay, here's my thing about the
What
state.
the fuck we talking
Here's
about?
my thing about the state being for Bernie, but it go for Hillary thing. Bernie did win Michigan. His delegates got casted for Michigan. They stood up there and said, we vote for Bernie Sanders, right?
Right.
But then when you get to somewhere like California has the most delegates, right?
Right.
Hillary killed Bernie in California. So she get all the
No, she
delegates.
didn't win in all the fucking counties over and shit.
It don't
Don't
matter.
matter.
And we talking about a statewide election.
No, I'm talking about the states where Bernie won,
I
but the
get that.
delegates went to Hillary.
Because listen, at this point, it don't
I
matter.
don't even talk after that. It didn't matter
To
because
win-
that was that.
To win an election, do you need the highest percentage of votes?
Yes, but momentum counts.
Okay, but wait. All I'm
If you
saying
say
is,
Hillary won, but she didn't,
all
right.
I'm saying is, Hillary got 60% of the votes.
After the fact,
Bernie
you can say all that
got
shit after the fact.
40. That's not
You
enough.
can't say all that after the fact because she has the momentum.
So you think the
Democratic
Democrats
Party working
You think
behind
the
her.
Democrats gonna fuck over and pick whoever they want?
That's what the fuck.
So
they
who
do.
you think
I don't
they
think.
pick?
No,
Who you think they pick?
Hold on, wait. Can I say this? I don't think that. That's what they do. That's what they did from the last.
So who they doing
election.
it with this year? This
All
time?
right. I already say this.
You said
You
Kamala.
said, come on.
Who you think they doing it with, Brady? Since it's a setup.
It ain't gonna be Cory Booker. This nigga too wild. I like Cory.
I don't think the nigga wild. I think Cory Booker timid. He not
I
hard
think-
enough for me.
This is my thought process. If Bernie Sanders does throw his name in the hat, I think they're gonna go with Bernie this time. If he doesn't, it's gonna probably be out of Kamala and Corey. Honorable mention Elizabeth Warren. Honorable mention.
I don't think they fucking with this.
I think they're gonna run a transparent and fair election this time.
Because the
Democrats-
Democrats. What about the Republicans?
No,
They
not
gonna do it?
because they were
Listen,
Democrats or
the Republicans right now,
The
they got
Republican shit
their
worse.
They got
It's
their
Russians
tails
involved.
with this
between
shit.
the legs. And to be honest with you, the whole situation is gonna happen with Republicans is gonna be based out of what comes out this whole investigation.
Y'all
Mueller
full of
investigation.
shit.
No. It's gonna come out this whole whatever happens with this whole Mueller investigation. Republicans right now, they look fucking stupid as fuck right now.
This is
So
why
ain't nobody riding
delegates you
with
need.
it.
That's why I'm
Yeah,
not
but
partisan.
they-
That's why I'm not
Major
partisan,
party.
Brittany. Because when you partisan or whatever, you don't think that your shit smell on your side of the fence.
Wait a
Right now, the Republicans,
Wait, let me
Republicans
finish.
right now, the
Let me
way the
finish.
Republican Party looking right now, point blank, like
Wait a
you
second.
look at them, they're not gelling whatsoever.
This is what every
Whatsoever, so it's gonna be an issue. It's
This
gonna be an
is
issue.
what every Democrat is going to say. They're going to shit all over how the. Let me just get.
Do your thing. Do
They
your
gonna
thing.
shit all over the Republicans, how they do their shit, and how they do this. But then on the Democrat side, it's gonna be transparent. It's gonna be this. No, they both fucked up.
Let me tell
Stop acting like these niggas
Number
are
one.
angels.
Number
They
one.
full of shit too.
The
Go ahead
Republican,
on.
the Republican nomination from 16 was just as bad as the Democrat nomination because Trump won and they had Russians that they was meeting with planning
Trump
shit
won
out.
over six
That's
jokes.
spy shit. Okay, now I think
You know Hillary used Russians too.
fuck out of here.
Yes, it
In
is.
what manner?
Whatever.
In what manner?
I'll
In what
tell you
manner?
about the shit later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you talking
No,
about?
They used the Russians. They Obama used some shit to have Trump under investigation, and they got some email from him or something. I think
That shit ain't real.
No, the shit real.
That shit
They
ain't
just went
real.
reported on.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying though. Here's what I'm saying.
Twitching.
I feel like
About 1,200.
1,200. You need 1,200 delegates to become the nominee.
Thank you, intern Stephanie.
Yeah, better than Bud. Check me out though. Here's my
What,
thing.
man?
What I'm saying is, 16 was fucked up for the Democrats and the Republicans.
Yes.
I feel like because of modern technology and how we know shit fuck up now, both are gonna run a very transparent and fluid nomination. First of all, Trump is the sitting incumbent president. I can't think of one time in history that the incumbent president has been ousted in the nominees. It's never gonna happen. So we ain't even worried about Trump. We know who they nominate, and they nominated Trump. So
That
Republicans
would be
won't have
kind
to worry
of dumb
about
on
it.
their part. I honestly think that would be dumb on their part, but I honestly think that
You think it's done for them to renominate him?
for me, yeah, because he's not gonna be their best candidate to win. A, B.
Who? What? Oh, now you tripping.
Why wouldn't
I
he?
agree with that.
So you want to keep fucking up what he's already been fucking up so
I
far?
only think 32% of people fuck
After
with
Trump
Trump.
won
At all.
this shit, I don't
Hey,
underestimate
Then
shit.
the second thing about it is, and I'm gonna go back to my original point. Trump, you don't know what's about to come out of this whole Mueller investigation. Every time Mueller touch somebody, they get locked up.
Yeah, there's something
So
right now.
with that being said, we don't even know if he's gonna be
The
eligible for anything
nigga
other than
a
a fucking
Russian
orange
spy.
jumpsuit.
Like it's not even
Let's be
close.
clear.
What do you constitute a spy? I just want your opinion and your definition, Tank. What is a spy?
I don't know what.
What's a spy?
I don't think he is.
What's a spy? No, I'm asking you. What's the
spy? You
definition?
getting information for another about your government, giving it to another government.
Oh, okay. That's a good definition.
I don't think he's a spy, but I think he's actually.
This nigga was in the room with Putin. He made the American interpreter get out the room, and only the Russian interpreters was in the room. He didn't write any transcripts, and nobody know what they talking about.
That leave everything up to
That nigga a spy.
That leaves everything up to speculation. Of course,
well, I'm speculating that nigga a spy.
The court of public opinion, like me, you, and Brittany, is going to say that. But for the law, because America is ran on laws, fuck with the president. It's all about laws.
If it look like a spy, walk like a spy, talk like a spy, it's a spy.
Yeah,
you got like fucked up. This nigga,
that ain't the law, nigga.
This nigga a spy. This nigga a spy. Fuck that shit.
If that was the case, then OJ would have been locked up for murder that white people.
OJ's a murderer.
He's not, but he's a spy.
Right. You know what? Trump gonna come out.
You need to stop underestimating.
Let me tell you something, boy. Trump gonna come out 20 years from now. Well, he could be dead then. Trump gonna come out 5 years from now after Pence pardoned him when he resigned because he come out that he was a spy. He's like, I didn't do it, but if I did, this how I spied. He gonna come out with a book about how he spied or whatever. The nigga's a spy.
Did everybody see that Pompeo?
Yeah.
Secretary.
Pompeo.
How the fuck is that?
Yeah, Pompeo, Secretary of State.
The weapons agreement,
the nuclear agreement, the mid-range missile agreement that we have.
To start a fucking nuclear war.
Yes, we are, because he's a spy. He's a spy.
Why the fuck?
Putin was like, listen, Trump, here's what I need you to do.
Putin is KGB. That means when Reagan.
No, he's still KGB.
Yeah, but that means when Reagan was talking about Gorbachev and tear down his wall and all that, he was on the other side.
Putin was like, you
Reagan.
Yeah. Putin, bro, Gorbachev, Reagan told Gorbachev to tear down the wall. Putin, like, you want me to shoot this guy or not? Putin is the nigga who Liam Neeson be fighting on his movies. That's who Putin is, bro.
I don't think Putin is the ultimate fucking enemy. And now you done ended a weapons arms agreement with them. So now it's like, all right, we ain't got no treaty. We do whatever we want.
Right.
I'm bringing them right to Cuba. Fuck y'all.
That's like the first start to a fucking war if you don't have agreement on how much.
The niggas a spy.
We gotta get the fuck out of Jacksonville. We got a naval base.
We got a Navy base.
We gotta go to fucking.
And you know they got
a temple.
They got a base there too.
Fuck, we gotta go to the middle. We gotta go to fucking
Kansas.
Missouri.
Hey, guess what's in Missouri? That's where the bombers at.
The army.
Boy, ain't nowhere to hide this nigga. Bro, the nigga Trump a spy, bro. Anytime a nigga in the room Haiti,
he ain't gonna fuck with them niggas in Haiti. They eating mud sandwiches. Ain't nobody fucking with Haiti.
I hate you for that.
They is, goddamn.
You might be right. We need to go somewhere like St. Lucia or Guyana, somewhere where it's like real small.
Ain't number 7 niggas in Haiti too. Get y'all shit together.
But if they're small, they need to be a lot easier for them to sink it. I don't know.
Haitian niggas do get fucked over for no. Hey, shout out to all our
y'all got your own fucking country,
yeah.
Get y'all
shout out that y'all the most proud black country in the history of the Western Hemisphere. And y'all niggas letting white people fuck y'all shit up too. Why we getting on Caribbean and black countries of the Western Hemisphere that need to get their shit together? Jamaica, fuck y'all. What y'all doing? Why all y'all elected officials white? I don't understand. The whole country blacker than a motherfucker. You get off the boat, they be like, y'all so we my nigga. Black. But who the president is? White man. The nigga look like the nigga who said, I can't forget what you did to me. That nigga look just like the Jamaican president. I swear to God, bro. That nigga look like the same. Yes, Michael McDonald. The fucking Jamaican president look like Michael McDonald, huh? He put Bougie in jail. What's up with that? Bailey's, what's going on? You poor as fuck. What's going on, Bailey's? Bailey's. Bailey's.
Bailey's. It sounds like a drink.
I'll call them Belize when they get their shit together. It costs money for me to say your name right. And y'all ain't worth shit.
What black nation got their shit together?
Nigeria.
Got their shit
together. But Nigeria. Because the problem with Nigeria is they keep selling their shit to China. China's going through Africa and buying up everything.
Yes, they are.
So the problem with Nigeria
I need to know what's the give and take with that.
They getting money out of it.
Is that going to better the country?
No, but it's better in their pockets and it grows GDP.
Hell no.
As long as it, because look, I listened to a podcast about this and how Japan got big and all of that shit. You got to buddy up with
take.
a major power.
Right.
You're not just gonna be an ancient country and then all of a sudden.
So are you talking about that from the China standpoint or the Nigeria
I'm talking about from Nigeria.
Because technically Nigeria don't need no fucking body. They
No.
need them.
You're not.
Oh yes.
No, but this was
Nigeria is trying to become developed.
Yeah.
So they have to have a trade partner.
You got to buddy up
What
with
China's
a major power.
doing to Nigeria right now is they're like, we'll do this trade with you and we'll boost your GDP, which is working, but they taking all the land.
But
Basically,
my thing is,
They
what
got
is
no
China
minerals or
actually,
shit.
what is China actually giving Nigeria though?
money, gold, money.
Nigeria don't have gold of its own?
Yeah, and here's the thing though. So
Okay,
Nigeria's running it like this. It's like, first of all, Nigeria is the most business affluent country in Africa.
Right.
They do more trading than any other country in Africa, right? Okay, so they already was in there with Europe because Nigeria used to be owned by England. So Nigerian and English businessmen do their thing. So they've been trading for years. Well, inevitably, the white people been fucking over Nigeria. So then China come in and say, they're fucking you over? I give you $2 a head instead of $1 a head. So Nigeria like, okay, fuck you, England and America, and I'm gonna trade with China. So they started trading, but it was like, okay, I give you $2, but you let me build all my stuff here.
See, I don't have a problem with that if it's depending on how much shit of ours you take, because you got to give and take. Give and take.
I don't think we should give land because that's not what America or Europe is. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's like that's not what America or Europe
doing, Nigeria.
Yeah, they give because when you give land, it's just like with England. I'll give an example of something that they did. So with the UK, they was like, all right, China, because the UK ran China forever, right? They was like, all right, China, we'll let you be free. But Hong Kong, let us get that for the next 400 years or 300 years or whatever it was, right? China was like, yeah, because we want to be free. Y'all can have that. And it seemed like a good deal on paper, but it wasn't. No. Because Hong Kong is the most important harbor in all of China.
And it's one of them probably one of the main places that's thriving in China.
Right. And that means that all the imports coming into China for the next 200 years belong to England. Yes. And when Hong Kong switched back over to China, a few years back, or whatever, maybe like a decade back, China, that's when China started jumping back up in GDP because now they can control their own
Where's
ports.
Nigeria located at?
It's on the west coast of Africa.
It's on the west coast of Africa.
A lot of us have Nigerian.
They should give them a little bit of, partner with China, give them a space or whatever on the coast to set up their navy, their army. And
that's what they're doing. They let them build bases. Yeah. They let them ship in their goods and stuff like that.
Okay,
ship out
but I gotta have a good. What I get out of it got to be good.
The problem is, and I hate to say this, especially when you we was talking about Haiti, we was talking about Jamaica, we was talking about Belize, and talking about Nigeria. The problem is, the niggas that's in charge of these countries are corrupt.
Absolutely.
So instead of like the nigga who's the president of Nigeria doing what's best for the people of Nigeria, he just like Maduro in Venezuela.
Give me money, I give you land.
Yeah, there you go. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be rich for 20 years. I don't give a fuck that these kids ain't gonna have no land 20 years
from
from
now.
now.
The benefit of powering up with somebody like China is, well, it ain't early 1900s, so they can't go just take it over shit. Power up with China, and then you can whoever next to you, hey, y'all team up with us, and you could get more shit out of power with the power because whoever fuck with you ain't got to just deal with your little shit. They got to deal with China too.
Right.
That's the benefit of it. But if you just a corrupt motherfucker,
and that's what it is. China is exploiting because it's not just Nigeria. It's Rwanda, Uganda, and like Uganda and Rwanda got shit that no other country, no other place in the world have, which is the little whatever the fucking element that they use to make cell phones that every cell phone needs, and it's only there. But China's buying up all the land where that's at. So what they're gonna do is now they said, oh, let us buy all this land. So China buy up all the land, and they only sell the fucking element to the Chinese cell phone makers like Hitachi or whatever, Hawaii and stuff like that. And then when Apple come, China like, I need 4 times the price. Yep. And then they can't trade directly with Uganda anymore because Uganda done sold the land to China. Yep. And that's what they're doing. But it's because the leaders are fucking corrupt. Because niggas can't get that shit together.
Got the same mineral too. I think it's uranium. I'm not sure.
It ain't uranium. It's something else. It's something else that goes in the phone so that you can use GPS. I don't fucking know. I don't make phones.
Yeah. It's what they make the battery with. Any lithium?
Lithium. Right. Right. Africa's rich in everything. That's why Gaddafi was like,
Yep.
nigga, let's make a pan-Africa and only trade for gold. We'll take over the whole world in 2 years. And
I
they was
just
like,
watched-
Obama was like, go kill him. Take him out.
Yeah, Obama, fuck nigga. Well, look,
Here you go
yeah, I
again.
seen
You
that
go
video.
to
You did.
With the
Look,
Gaddafi thing, I can't argue
I
that.
seen the video of Gaddafi or whatever. I seen them talking to the prominent leaders, shaking hands. Then I seen the video when he was just giving to the fucking rebels. Y'all ever seen the video?
Yeah.
No.
It just
Let me tell you something.
Motherfucker was sticking a knife up his ass.
Yeah.
Or
Let's
whatever. The shit was fucked up.
let's do 2 things here.
That's like seeing Obama.
You're
just
right.
standing to
No,
the
you're
left
right.
And
Let's-
you see a knife
let's
just
do-
sticking Obama.
Let's do 2 things here. Let's do 2 things here. First off, you are correct. No leader should be turned over to the people like that. It wouldn't happen to Obama or Trump and
Unless
was
you
at
did.
war.
Absolutely.
Hitler ain't even get turned over to the people.
No.
They were gonna arrest Hitler, try him for his crimes, and make him live whatever. Napoleon, when he got captured, they sent him to St. Helena to live or whatever. They don't do shit like that. That's not how shit worked. The Emperor of Japan was still allowed to be the Emperor of Japan
But the
after he
niggas-
was cutting Chinese people from the dick to the slit.
These brown niggas like these, what they call it? No, they call them these sand niggas like Gaddafi and
Right.
Saddam.
But let me
Those
tell you
to
the
the
second
fucking-
thing I wanted to do though, because Saddam, I'm glad you said Saddam, I was gonna bring him up. Saddam and Gaddafi or whatever, yeah, they were leaders and they should be treated with the same diplomatic respect. Gaddafi fucked his people over too now. He did some dirt shit to them.
Yes.
So they didn't, the people who was trying to get rid of him didn't give a fuck anyways. They was like, we just want to get rid of this nigga. So here y'all go. And you're right, they did fuck him over real bad. But whatever they did to him, because he was gonna die anyways, but whatever they did to him, sticking a knife up his ass and beating him in the face with the shoes and all that, that's nothing compared to gassing his people.
Yeah.
No.
Or
Not at
killing
all.
babies and shit.
Not at all.
So
Well, that
Fuck
goes
him,
to
fuck-
I would say
bless
you
his
know,
political shit, fuck his personal
you
shit.
know you will never want to give
Yeah.
these crackers credit for shit.
He wasn't
Well,
there.
but the black son of a bitch. But I always give these crackers credit for this America shit. It was the greatest new world government, new government experience
Yeah, like his first time this shit
ever to
happened.
work out.
You know, Greece was like this, right? And Rome was like this.
Or whatever. What?
Yes, Rome was a representative government.
Nobody,
in the
nobody had
Republic.
no fucking guns.
You crazy fuck. Rome was
All right, well, modern. Modern. How about that? You
okay. How about that?
Wasn't no modern government where
'Cause what
we had
happened
this
was-
many freedoms
What
in
happened
America.
was Rome
Can't give America credit for that.
Yes,
I know
give
about
credit.
Rome, but all that shit failed. Fuck
Rome
it.
and Macedonia and all that had elected officials, republic representative
Yeah,
government.
I know, yeah.
Then we had the Dark Ages because crackers like to kill everything and burn books. So people was retarded for forever. And then everybody like, we need a king. And so we got all these kings and queens. And then when they came over here, they was like, let's build Rome.
That's why I be looking at these niggas silly when they be bigging up these
You better say fraternities or
nah, not fraternity sororities or whatever. Just how niggas always say we were kings and we were this.
Fuck a king.
Yes, we were kings. But do you understand what the fuck a king is? I mean,
right.
the king, that's a leadership. The king is up here and all the rest of you beyond
Peasants.
is shit.
Those peasants.
Everybody else is peasants.
And plus, the definition of a monarch is somebody who is ordained by God to lead. And then it's so funny when I hear an atheist nigga like, we were kings. You what? That don't make no sense. Fuck the king.
Yes, Africa did have kingdoms with pharaohs and
Still
gold
do.
every
Still
fucking
do.
well.
Swaziland right
yeah,
now.
all that. But you know what was most niggas? Peasants.
Oh man.
All right.
I don't believe in no chiefs. I don't believe in no kings.
The best.
One man, one vote. I don't even want representative government. I just want true democracy.
True democracy. We don't have that in America.
no.
Nobody, that hasn't been around since Greek times, nigga.
No.
The last true democracy was like Sparta or whatever. And they would vote like, are we gonna go fight these Persians? Everybody in the city, that's a man, get a vote or whatever.
Yeah.
So I believe in true
Look at that
democracy.
shit.
I don't want no representative because my representative right now is Rick Scott and Marco Rubio. They ain't voting for my best interest.
How do you what?
Try to slide right there.
Every law should be voted one man, one vote. I don't need a president. I don't need a senator. I don't need a congressman. I just need, if y'all want to change the law, let the people vote. And you say, oh, that's mob rule. No, that's people rule. Fuck a mob rule.
So you saying that we should not have no type of leadership, no type of
No,
leadership
I don't
whatsoever?
need it. I don't need it.
So, but in your statement, you just said though, if we need to change the law, somebody has to raise this. Somebody has to be the one to raise this stuff in order for everybody to vote, right? Like you need some type of leadership or some type for somebody to make a fucking decision.
We can have clerics that sign the paperwork or do whatever or stamp the laws or whatever, but yeah, no, we don't need that. If the public say, hey, let's vote. If the public say, let's vote on legalizing marijuana.
I feel like that would put us in a chaotic situation if we don't have some
I ain't scared.
level of leadership.
I ain't scared. I don't need no leader.
I feel like you do need some level of leadership because at the end of the day, you have those who are meant to lead and those who are meant to follow. Everybody can't be a leader, and what are you presenting is that you're going to have too many chiefs and not enough innings in the situation. I think leadership is definitely important.
I didn't want to lead Florida. I don't want to lead this shit.
Leadership is definitely important. Like at the end of the day, you still should have somebody making the ultimate decision. The problem is that we give those way too much power as if they should almost be ultimately a king running the kingdom and that we are peasants. That's the problem. But I do believe that we do need some form of leadership. Point blank.
When you have representative government, we're going to wrap it up. But I'm going to say this. When you have representative government or whatever, it don't represent nobody. So that's my point about it or whatever. So, for example, Marco Rubio and Rick Scott are both Republicans. They got elected. So now when every single law or vote that comes up, they're going to vote for the best interests of the Republicans, not for me. Now, if it was all of us get to vote, the whole state, all 26 million of us get to vote on the law, and then we lose the vote, then I lost the vote. But at least my vote counted 100%. One man, one vote. My vote don't count at all. It don't even matter no more. Because once Rubio get elected, he do what the fuck he want. Rubio don't give a fuck about you and your son and your struggle or your school that he go to or any of that. So I just don't believe in representative government. Now, you still want to have a mayor or a chief or whatever who says...
I like the word chief.
Yeah, a chief or whatever that says, hey, how y'all feel about legalizing marijuana? And then everybody vote on it.
Cultural appropriation.
What? No, it's not. Because
Did we get that from the Indians?
No, we have chiefs in Africa. Everybody,
Right.
niggas been saying chiefs since the beginning of the time.
Did we call it chiefs?
Yeah, it's just a word. It's an English word for a leader. Some people say chief, shaman, whatever. It's whatever.
Oh, I like shaman.
Yeah.
I think shaman might be like a witch doctor. Who give a fuck?
Right.
Bro, this is podcast episode number 44.
In the book.
In the books.
What we
I know.
talking about kind of bullshit.
We started off with Jesse Smollett, and niggas was like, ooh, it's gossip shit. Then we started breaking down into civics, and niggas was like, fuck them smart ass niggas. I'm gonna go find out when the new J's come out.
Nah, not even.
They out.
They out.
I fuss with the J's or whatever.
They came out today, I heard. That's what intern Stephanie, could you Google when the new J's came out? But yeah, Brothers Podcast number 44 in the books again. Appreciate you checking us out on whatever podcast provider you listen on. If you're looking live on the YouTube or the Facebook, appreciate that. Y'all come through as always. Shout out again to Brittany coming through and doing a great damn job. As always. We're gonna get to these final results. Tank, what's your final thought?
Oh shit. Wow, I'm off the hip. Hey man. Damn boy, I ain't got no final thought, boy. I think we covered everything pretty good. I like everything we talked about, even the shit that I disagree with. Sometimes shit just gotta be said, you know. But it's alright.
Whoa!
Alright? We don't have no beef with y'all niggas that get it like that, alright?
Oh,
I know what
bro, listen, it's a gay inclusive show. This is true. We love it. We love gays, bisexuals, transgenders.
That nigga said that. I hate when niggas say we love a specific type of people because some of them niggas fucked up.
We love everybody. That's a good person.
Well, everybody's a good person. I'm like, it's some sissies I don't fuck with. All
what?
Right? I can't fuck with some sissies.
Well,
I can't fuck with some. Can we still say sissy?
You can say whatever.
It's not the same as faggot. I don't say faggot because enough faggots have told me that that's offensive. So I don't say that word.
You shut up.
So I say sissies. And I think sissy is acceptable because, hey, sissy is hey, you're a sissy. Hey, my nigga. You still cool.
Shout out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe. All right. Niggas can tell what's in your heart. You can tell if you got hatred for the motherfuckers. I love everybody like this. This ain't even what we talking about.
Brittany, what's your final thought?
Cool guy, final thought. Episode 2.
That shit was off the rails, nigga.
Right. Just want to put this out there. I'm permanent. I ain't like the rest of them soft ass people that came and left. I'm here.
Oh,
shit.
I'm for a challenge.
Oh shit, she said y'all soft.
Call me what you
The
want.
shade.
I would give her 2 more episodes. She'll be gone. Can't do it no more, Jax.
Nah.
Sick of you and taint
The only
shit.
way I won't do it is you won't get no damn comfortable ass shit. My ass is hurting. Bro.
Oh, shit.
Other than
Break the donut.
I got you. Other than that, no, people are people. We need leadership. Black History 365 days. I'm not Tom Jones. I listen to the show like that. And I always wear my pick in my hair, put my fist in the air regardless. And I don't know, I'm here.
I like
I enjoyed that.
Picking my hair, fist in the air. Oh, shit.
Bars, nigga.
What
That's
is-
what we bout.
Oh,
Bars.
that's a new
Bars.
ball right there. Picking the wait a minute. Picking the hair, fist in the air.
You know it. Bars.
Oh,
Gay boy.
D said James Baldwin again. Y'all know James Baldwin is my favorite author of all
I
time.
love that ball.
James Baldwin is
Don't
amazing.
need anybody there.
My final thought, stop trying to assimilate. Just be yourself. Fuck them crackers.
Fucking crap.
You know. Also, I want
Out the
to,
woods.
yeah, I want to say that no matter how much you want to try to assimilate or try to be them or try to fit in with them, they never gonna accept you wholeheartedly for who you are. So if they're not gonna accept you for who you are, just be who you are anyways.
Right.
Fuck you.
Look,
Fuck it. Also, you Caribbean countries, get your shit together, man. It ain't right. Well, that shit is damn shame. They got the
It should be
lowest.
an oasis.
Yeah, yeah.
Haiti should be just like.
That's so funny because, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna wrap the show up, but that's so funny because niggas don't have nowhere to go for real, for real. We really don't have nowhere to go. Like, if it was somewhere that we needed to flee because of genocide or whatever, ain't nowhere to go. Jews got Israel, Muslims got everywhere damn near, or whatever your Sunni curve, whatever, you can go wherever you need to go.
met with Israel.
White people can go home to Ireland and England or whatever.
Any
White
place
people
in
gonna go.
Europe.
Nigga, we can't go back to Nigeria. They'll be like, listen, you gotta get up out of here. This Chinese land.
No
This
parts
our
of
shit.
Africa.
America's our shit.
That's
Black
right.
people
We built it.
yeah, we built it.
Well, Obama said, you ain't build that. Somebody else did.
Absolutely.
Damn right, Obama.
I know what you meant, Obama.
We got
African roots.
what, 2-3 more episodes in Black History Month?
Make it count.
Before we get out of here, because the show running long, but before we get out of here, Tank, give me a Black history person that everybody need to go look up before the next episode. Just name somebody.
Oh, one of my favorite black women ever, Angela Davis.
Angela Davis.
Angela Davis.
Brittany, give me a Black person that somebody everybody can look up.
Asada Shakur.
Asada Shakur. Y'all look up Asada Shakur, but don't Google that shit so the FBI and the NSA can find you because they gonna get rid of your ass. Gorilla mainframe. They gonna do your ass in. I'm gonna say James Baldwin. If y'all heard us talking about James Baldwin, if y'all ain't read nothing from James Baldwin, read that. We'll come up with something else next week or whatever. But until then, all power to the people. Peace.
Oh, man. Yeah, live, I've been cut off a long time ago.